Kylie's audience.
Clothes mean nothing unless someone lives in them. I believe that this quote by Marc Jacobs really embodies the meaning of fashion trends, how they have changed over the past years, and how they continue to change. Today, I will be talking about the history of women's fashion trends throughout the 1950s, the 1980s, and the early 2000s. Fashion is a particular interest of mine, and I have done many projects and much research over the topic. Our first prominent fashion trends come from the 1950s. 1950s fashion was all about accentuating a woman's figure. This is evident in this vintage ad from the 1950s about dresses. 1950s dresses were cinched at the waist and flow out into a billowy skirt. This cinched waist really accentuates the figure of the woman. But if a woman didn't want to wear a dress one day, they could opt for a pair of capri pants. These pants were cropped below the legs and hugged the hips. Another fashion trend of the 1950s were bullet bras. Bullet bras were originally worn by models for ads for World War II. These ads were used to boost the morale of soldiers. But as other actresses and other models started wearing them, it became a widespread trend among the common woman. Bullet bras had pointed cuffs and were normally worn with tight sweaters. The original goal of bullet bras was to smash the stigma of covering up a woman's body and of being modest. A woman's wardrobe is not complete without some accessories. Gloves were seen as sophisticated and glamorous and were used to protect the hands. Cat-eye glasses were bold and brash. They could be customized to fit any outfit and really brought out a woman's eyes. Headscarves came in many different patterns and colors and made a big fashion statement. They also protected hairstyles from many different weather elements and from some windy car rides. Moving along the timeline, we hit the 1980s. The 1980s can only be described as big and bold. I feel that shoulder pads are a good example of this description. Shoulder pads really elevated a woman's look and filled out their clothes. As jazzercise and other exercise tapes became popular, women needed something comfortable to exercise in. This is where exercise leotards come in. They were cute and fun and very comfortable to exercise in. Being comfortable and stylish was a must-have in the 80s. Beverly Goldberg from ABC's show The Goldbergs really models this look in her baggy sweater that is in a very fun pattern and different colors. Accessories in the 80s were no exception to this big and bold description. Chunky earrings came in all different shapes and sizes and were very large. Scrunchies not only held the hair back, but also gave the hair some volume. They came in many different colors and styles to match someone's unique style and outfit. They were patented by Ronnie Rebson as a gentler alternative to the regular hair tie. Fanny packs were also a big trend in the 1980s. They held many things while also having your hands kept for mobility, and they came in many different styles and colors. With the new century also ushered in new fashion trends in the early 2000s. The early 2000s were all about showing skin. Crop tops and low-rise jeans really exposed a woman's midriff. Tracksuits also showed some skin, and they were very stylish, but also comfortable at the same time. Bedazzled denim also collected a big following. This added some sparkle to the previous denim trend in the 1990s. Early 2000s accessories were very quirky and fun. Butterfly clips not only held the hair back, but they also gave a pop of color and style to your everyday outfit. BFF jewelry was another big trend. These pieces of jewelry showed your bond of friendship with your different friends and added some color and fun. They came in many different styles of jewelry, such as necklaces, bracelets, and rings. Chunky flip-flops were also a big trend in the early 2000s. They could be bedazzled and dressed up, or plain and dressed down. They were typically made of foam for comfort. Some of the most prominent trends can be seen through the 50s, 80s, and the early 2000s. Fashion is not just appearance. There is much behind our style, and that boosts confidence and represents ideas and achievements. Fashion trends are constantly changing, but you can see a variety of different trends everywhere you look.